koso.
Thank you.
And then common no more din adwuma na me nye biem. But say obi ba no mbeka say wan kasa. Then that's where I get a bit confused. But what I say, I've said this morning, say, Kotoko will be the eventual loser, if you ask me. Because a year baby are not project in air corner a druno. Kotoko nenkebe benefit. Tobacco sign will come, it doesn't help the cause of Asante Kotoko. But one more, okay. No, I'm say yes, sir. Yeah, catch near board nibi no one castle resign. Those people are men I'm interested. And now they go and do the meeting. Yes, no. So if you indeed look, there was no meeting, say physical presence.
Yes.
Everything was on Zoom.
Yes.
Time no ura prosper kasano. There were people, management members on that Zoom. It wasn't like a meeting between on the board for Ngwang.
Yeah, I know.
There were management who were on the Zoom.
Yes, I know.
And there were counter questions on issues today. Me, I've said I don't want to go into we sad detail. No. I know you was a me come there. Oh, the open so there was a me come hear me. Come say. And your meeting nipa ba could be microphone there were people there. And there's a board member who even asked him, say, na sama ye ke de say ni jai. Enti o say me to me nyebiem. So it was clear, there was no ambiguity surrounding the fact of me nyebiem no. Trauma
the word say sanity and say sana.
But based on what was going on, based on what was going on.
Go can be good here. Raise the question about ambiguity.
He made a statement.
No.
He made a statement, say, me sign 2 years. Aka be mean 12 man so. And
based upon.
Oh, and you see, at the end of the day, Nasa Sama can based upon BB. But the statement was emphatic. Say, I will not continue. What I say, and yes, say man you way, I mean you. Two things. So I'm not surprised. I'm surprised those who claim to be at the board meeting. Okay,
I agree with you.
As I'm here, no. Board name penny for they can decide to even invite him and ask him to change his mind.
Oh, I know. A board member has called him this morning.
So, you know, okay, one can so resign there. I don't know how friend.
Oh, say again, decision about taking.
And he told them I won't continue. Let's move on and try to solve problems.
Was it like they should look for a new coach or he won't continue? But
new coach over there.
New coach in the
I want to use a exact words maybe.
And this me ko catch about say Banam Kaje and say new host for today's sponsor. And that's America.
Oh, sir.
This is semantics. This is language.
Oh, me twas you.
So now catch say I hold the car mo be adwuma. No be park car no catch us say pe driver fufra. Wo so anga so ejai.
So we can say driver no e be driver.
Pe driver fufro. No me twin and then chama beto aso. I mean mama me let's not go around and anywhere the way forward. Oh, it's a minute board member kasa one kasa. Ah. Bravo. Okay, sir. There were exchanges.
Heated exchanges.
There were exchanges.
Words has been used for Tama, another headline. Go for my comprehensive report, not a summary. So I can do a PowerPoint presentation to you on Monday. Prosper. Sir, questions no. Some of them no. He felt it was coming from a summary report that has been presented to the technical committee of the board.
One minute was that question.
Technical committee, no.
So why wouldn't you present answers to them?
No, you see, when he said they wanted him to like they wanted a full NOC or co match, because matching our community. So he spoke to them, said he wants to do it on Monday, and then he can do a PowerPoint presentation and tell them to say player in, player out, and some other things are not. But
I'm asking you.
He thinks they were reading a report that is a summary one and not the full report.
No, I'm asking you a question. And Omo defend a whole PhD thesis. It is done on Zoom.
Yes.
So if your directors are if your directors
had not read the full report.
No, they don't need to. They ask you a question. You wrote the report. Present answers to them.
Yes.
And this is all kind of report.
So you get the full report.
No. If I ask you a question, what is the answer? Provide the answer to me.
Oh, but there are some certain answers, sir. Unya some other information, sir.
But who wrote the report?
He wrote it.
So why wouldn't you tell me? Give me an answer to the question.
Because for instance, to say the 17 players in 10 players out, yeah,
it's 18.
18, thank you. Round C, and the fact that one of the players by another now was Mako. He explained to them. So for instance, last season I was not part of the recruitment. So why am I being accused of the players by?
He was not part of recruitment.
Yes, he told them, Enra.
But he was part of recruitment.
No, he told them.
No, but he was part of recruitment.
I'm not saying he was not part, but I'm saying
no. Sir, Ogo can't report now. This is a report that is written by him.
Yes.
But I'm saying that
and it gives you a further explanation as to why who should go,
for instance, you see, that was not where I wanted to go this morning. For instance, when Kotoko, any prospect engage or then a list they included Buadu. Buadu was on that list. Okay. So who brought the likes of the Sianfuako? A player, Kotoko player friend Joseph Amuako. It was one of his assistants who brought him. It was one of his. So I'm saying that Anopawi, and yet you'll be kind no cry, maybe that's not where I want to go. Whatever happened, the two of them say, "Yentimin to us." Like, or no say on your jumabi. But I can say, "Come." This is one issue that came up. Is the issue of Gemfi. Okay. Report says, or say, and you don't say Gemfi. Then management says that you told us you don't even want to come and meet him. You gave a list of players. Okay, it's a timer, Coach eBay. We had a discussion here. Said the coach had information. But said you cast your mind. He had information about players to go, not to come or to stay. But today, while management say, on the car says assume Besama Babeton, no say anyone.
The one who didn't emergency meeting has been occasioned.
It is not necessary.
Because, no, it is.
It is not necessary.
And then require the coach's word against the management.
So that is why. That is why.
On many
it means that
on many
it means that the summary of it, there's no trust between the two of them.
Of course, and they say
so. Maybe. So one of them
will have to go.
Should not be there.
Yes.
Management anyway, you know. To say player onko any onko. Or no say Nyam Kase Gemfi, for instance, management say you told us that you don't want to meet these players. Almost the players like Dexter Fuakwa. You brought them.
Yes.
Players like Joseph Amako, one of your assistants brought them. Samuel Boateng. There are a lot of players you recommended. But today, I'm not here to say Obina Aye Papa and Obina Ebonu. But clearly I just said there are differences.
For instance,
and the two of them
what kind of differences
cannot work together.
I agree with you because, for instance, management report to the board on the coach. Players are not happy with the coach attitude towards them. And yet, part of the report, the management captured and sent it to the board on the coach.
So what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
No, I'm not saying what is wrong or what is wrong, but I'm saying that say the two of them cannot sit in the same boat any longer.
And
because from all indications, management's comment on the coach, and yet one that say can't some power for no.
Now, have you also read about?
Let the board know.
The man, okay, what the coach also said about management. One show. One can. No, I'm asking a question. You see, this is a clear case of groups They are falling out. But they were trying to manage it. And we are trying to go krata so copy board and no be dear Troy no. And yet complementary.
Thank you.
Of each other.
That's the word.
So the board picks the reports from management and ask you questions from that report. As a result of that, I say I'm not interested again in the job. That's the summary.
Tama, questions, you know. Who said now? Said there were counter accusation and all that. So I'm not interested in the job.
Anything I'm say
came from the accusations and counter accusations.
Anything I'm catch up say. So you say a question. I said, "Mungo for report on Kenya."
Because some of the questions, the report has already answered them or captured them.
Please allow me to talk. Oh, can I say, "Bobizo Canadian"? Why do you say because me na make a mess? Me say if you appear before a panel, na say you say a question. I can refer someone go kind reporter. That is not the way to go. Tell them this is the answer. Banka say we mu ade mu go fa krata na me de bre mo.
Because there was a meeting on Monday.
So I'm not talking about them. I say when you appear before a panel, na say you say a question they expect you to know. Provide the answer you know. Because management na tro mo de, also a tro de. Obi ade no obi a obi pin kakra. So answer them. Do you schedule a meeting for board and go and tell them say Monday there's another meeting? You are fully employed by Asante Kotoko.
But that argument was there.
You are fully employed by Asante Kotoko. Entino, adwuma we are part time.
Oh, time.
I'm saying that you should. No, I'm saying you should have time. You should have time. You should have time for them.
On his way to the match, he has to go back to the hotel, go and have the Zoom meeting with the board.
You should have time. You should have time for the board. Nyabutre, answer the questions. Answer them very well. Then they take a decision. And that's why they are directors of the club. Minyazo se board for nobia na epe na na ya wasemsa enu nobia na pe coach na sensa. So provide the answers available to you. No so na ya so providing answers. Board na ye mpanyin for they will come na sensa mo mu ke grade we dey nya asim bia. Enti mo me arrange meeting so that we reconcile. We tell them so we dey munyenko. But you get a bit upset and say I have resigned. Enu na dey eti ba bia tin nei.
Emu some doso.
Jack, I'm tell Gakran.
Yeah, some more. You see, baby, you want no. This is okay. I say no. Me better one say you're not happy.
No.
Because
it's not the best.
Because now, and now pay. Whoever I'm doing commodity things say where the project is heading to no. Now to hear some consistency to be able to execute. And as to continue that project, irrespective of all what was happening as previously. Now, on him, and then 21st July, it's another pay was going through my customs because just between 1 month and some days, then they see strong because just 13th June 2022, and tell you 13th June 2022. Then I was listening to the interview that Prosper granted. He's an amazing CEO. These were the words of Prosper. He's an amazing CEO. He takes.
Okay, my interview.
He's an amazing CEO. I mean, he takes his time to engage you as a coach with respect to what you have to do. And he also believes in reasons why we must do it this way and not that way. I think it has really helped. He's a distinguished gentleman. He knows his job as a CEO. He's well abreast with the modern trends in the game. I mean, how to project a team like Kotoko to be compared to the likes of El Ali, Zamalek, and what have you. That is his intention, and that is exactly what he's doing.
This voice, 13th June 2022.
1 month, 1 week.
Yes. And he.
40 days.
Yes, and he all of a sudden, from an amazing CEO, then assistant to the extent that this.
He's an amazing CEO. I mean, it takes its time to engage you as a coach with respect to what you have to do. And he also believes in reasons why we must do it this way and not that way. I think it has really helped. He's a distinguished gentleman. He knows his job as a CEO. He's well abreast with the modern trends in the game. I mean, how to project a team like Koktoko to be compared to the likes of El Ali, Zamalek, and what have you. That is his intention, and that is exactly what he's doing.
And see, Anope, Mr. Tuan, listen to this voice. I'm a real homo. Say, 2 years after winning the league, because you see, he's an academic doctor. Now, I mean, say, when issues were, I say to the extent that they are not here. Because in the public, we are fighting. But and say the way or your presentation, no. Let's say even though internally there were issues, but based on this verse, I say as I talk to go winning the league, you know. Not the relationship with the any idea. I say Obia corner, it's just about 1 month and some days. And these two gentlemen cannot be in the same boat. And then the table is to one more. Now, Mr. Otuo, maybe say I don't know. Say because one media honestly, the reason the board and the management are giving, for example, for not attending Prospers 1 week, Fridays 1 week, you know, it's not justifiable to me. Because technical team members were there, supporters, leadership were there, coaches and conforming the family were there. Now the more you say he didn't give them official like invitation.
Official now say he did not invite them.
So one more invite.
He did not invite them, and now one more invite.
I say
a tool.
So Nina.
Was it the not the crow? The crow.
No, sir, officially.
I can. Oh, I went to the manual card so pay you know yes, so abra. And makes me the I print a card so the abra. But what I mean, invitation.
Yes.
But when I think that maybe the Memphis answer no. But what I've heard them saying is he did not invite them.
Yes, that is what.
I can't drum them papa you know, but almost 3 you know. Who's also
yes,
even though
yes, what I make a corner.
Okay.
Because for example, now I was in Accra, that within that time. No Accra. The time that even pictures were out, social media. Who say your team manager, your assistant coaches, some protocol and coach no. Even one can't jump I made a number say to prove certain things, you know, just right there. And you want to just say you are also one day.
Also, more mama new.
Yes.
That's just a brem kaka. We una ye mami busa we. Nyese bia mi busa keke. Nyese bia. Tio. Se menya ye. Ye nyina wo fia ma wo se o bon krofo amane. You are sending messages to people, but me send my mobi. Be a sports department or my obi obi is my mobi. Would you still come?
Sometimes yes, just to show to the public, and the public say obi fun kuma obi fun da you can't send the service so
from
in fact
me send invitation man for so me birthday party o me fie na be your department or obia or hobia obehwe no phone so this is the sama ma obia
sama ma
why born
to me obi ntumi bogroje me sama ma
okay
but then na ama akosom kena say me no me no ye twema so
because the minimum is what happened was that management not say wa lose ne papa he never told them
so on their page
he never told them
posted it there
and omo no ba ko sending a message ekobusa and so say na yate no say yes it's true but whether send 1 week near the adin he never got back to them but what I say so be a Danny say you
no coach na anya de kra so anya sad no anya hunu mo na yadwuma nim
but so je no so mko
ba omo tete na especially okobusa ye no I'm all confirm.
Let's face it, work abeko.
It depends on the position I may occupy at that time. Fanasa mini jibu. Yakoba tribada bibi issue biasi me na so no ntem. Se me fa so no wa ma na metia. Because I feel say mini issue no.
Wabubo people around you nyina amane.
Because of nipa nim se mini jibu.
Wabubo nkrofo around you nyina amane.
Okay. Ebia na the wapiki assembly ache ntim fa me ho aminim. Ana say minimu kra ma fa say okanya asema yeso kwa so mama ne.
That to aso.
Now this is my problem with Prosper.
Me dey ebia kamenko. Ebia kamenko.
Ekoba eya you be kan wasem.
Ebia kamenko.
Me problem with Prosper ni one.
Ebia.
Say friend say Kotoko enche bia in less than 1 week e be pre-season ase. Preparing for Africa League and competition do manim. So when you be end of year assessment and near into the future, now board reach out to you, say we want to meet. I think say in the first place to give them say end of August no, in the first place was wrong. Say time I will be
end of August I then.
Time no meshia.
Oh sir.
Yes, that was the first communication he gave to them.
Ah.
Yes, the first date Prophet gave to them and they said the only time Obenya and Omeshia.
Are you sure?
Oh yes, I'm telling you for a fact. This is what happened. Communication.
Our boys recaptured. Wait. Omanya.
I know about Monday.
That was after.
I know about Monday.
Monday ni after.
Board no on Saturday no catch them say they have a match on Sunday. One say Black Galaxies no any Benin will match on Sunday. Enti obo match we Sunday na Monday morning you meet them. So
Monday
end of August, I don't know.
He has given them end of August or Monday no say there be August there. End of August how can it possible say. After Monday ni bem. But the first date Prosper gave to the board technical team say no Besia was ending of August.
Hey.
Was in August not ending.
Ending of August. I'm emphasizing the word ending.
That's another why president.
Yes, I'm emphasizing the word ending, which Obiant been denying, denying. The board can also deny it. Say that was the date he gave it to them. I'm saying how? I know what you say. Well, I'm saying the commission. We need to.
I've ended the season. I've written my report to management. And BBL paper and so.
But
I think that was the BBL paper and so. More young meeting August.
So, but on fifth say, and some of what you know. Here, a friend is saying.
Okay.
I said you put some questions about the in what you know.
I'm also picking certain things. I'm saying it's true. He said it. Now board no car said no. They will need him either when this weekend or Monday latest. So like your thing has been confirmed.
So in the first place, me feel say that date
is only available in August.
Yes.
What they want go ending was is available in August.
So you should find
ending in ma nkomunimu so far. August na.
Yes, that so me me go prepare say.
Na August end August.
So it's you know I want them to say to even give that you know na wrong because
so no visa be our camp. Jowie no ana obeba be ekota.
According to them saying that is the reason why I gave them that day because of say and so we Black Galaxies in Ejumano, then he will come back. But don't feel say that be Black Galaxies, you know. And your primary job no. Your primary aim is to put Kotoko in shape for the Africa and the league. We are some coach fine, and you have 2 assistants. And meeting no just one day. Say what be see any then you return back no. Then I be say. So that was the push of the board. But you see, why me started with the year nonsense and say he went to the Zoom meeting with some already I say a before that yaw from previous happenings. Key. No, he has spoken to someone that you see say you be any didn't come
August. So one of the board members Eka Chenso with my arrangements. Aman from Cape Coast, Yababe foul and then send you back. But okay, say August and sign a letter. Or say he will try and make it on Monday or Tuesday. So I want us to be very fair and objective. Some are here mo bia nko ye ntwantie bia o ba bia ti ye na ye nto aso some make us me no bia wa bia kan.
So it's no e don't feel say it's oko sazu meeting no already na say ebufuo e woni mu dada.
Okay,
from previous happenings, especially a year no, because one nkoma eno na nyumre obi very close he pan and say later on after he felt bad say when any management member or board at the first 1 week.
Okay, now
yes, you understand? Eti that of
Lamin attended the 1 week.
Fine, but mainly
because the circles were also
no, so okay, board of management. I heard Lamin was there.
Only management in the panel. I don't think he officially informed them. No, sir, he didn't officially inform them. Because I don't think because what I know, you know, some so eti fact. I don't say yes. Why? But later on. The commander didn't say I said one he was complaining. So when 1 week I say. Then they proceeded on it. Now so to Adabakwa the person he established this and say fine. Say 17 but confirm say 18
players.
Me just say even there's no coach we are see Abobo and say go and buy me 18 players. What I know and they say the 18 players where this you know where this you know where this so let's correct it say and yes bia go and buy me 18 players and come and fill El Kotoko team no that was not how it is. Yes, the number here that was the number of players on the list of present here but a bit more say
yeah fan 3 for a position a 6 positions.
You understand?
But Bakubia Trea, he was looking for 6 positions.
Fine. Eti ko Mr. Otuo na ye nyana alternative e bia Captain Siasia.
Baby, Sami. Ana Baba Isa.
So, ebi ye pejibu ewo number 6. Ye nyajibwa ebia yanko Tino. Enye Tino a ebia yanko Stevenson.
Okay.
So,
Zach,
eti on the 18 players listen. He was demanding say yanko to 18 players and mano but rather position maybe let's go for this let's go for this and on the 10 players that's one easy my problem to building a team you need one consistency because based on young records in my work say players do one so to omo now last season, the fact that your boy league in the Kotoko were the best defensive team in the league. I'm
like details, no, Dodo. So I'll come back to you. Not very Captain.
First of all, and then my course in no, maybe some boss and the Kotoko. The entire Sando Kotoko management need team in Abaso because. A catcher me say now there were a lot of negatives and even in the course of the league, but how they manage to control and contain it, I now explode. Even though it's not a good news, but the ability to control and contain it alone, because the management about Juma. Because once an able league, leagues, you can't go to Kanye has, and they be is everywhere near Kamasem. But
okay, just you agree to on this. I'm player coach. Let's say players from 1 to 18 with different positions, and can we interpret that to be A or B situation?
Say 18.
Well, let's say 18 players. Oh, Siasia, defender, Zakito, midfielder, Baba Isa, goalkeeper, striker, attacker. We may yes 18. Can we interpret that to be?
Yeah, because for example,
positions at the crop.
But they are also talking about coaching for 10 players and then to transfer. 10 players and then to transfer. So where lies that 18 was unlisted? So it doesn't mean say all those 18 players were going to put or transfer it now also replace them with that 18
and say 18 coming in.
So 18
and
going
10 out. Going out. What I say?
For example, so goalkeeper na goalkeeper back on na we listen so.
Me who listen?
Na goalkeeper one also.
Why won't listen?
You understand?
Why won't listen?
Oh, say Mate say for example, Idrisu was on the list.
Okay.
So Idrisu on the list. Any goalkeeper back on you know.
Because what they normally do is that I want Idrisu. So when you Idrisu Mama Richmond ayi. Kaje what I say? I know you different. That is they now can. If you don't get me this, I want this. But where the 18 players were listed, playing different positions, and the Obi argument on him, he said, could you ever interpret that to be same?
The information that I have, no, that is not the case.
He listed 18.
Information that I have, no, that is not the case.
What is the case?
The case is that the coach say, season you onim players you be maintain your ana you be call. Especially the business.
But then where is the way say or say 10 to go?
No, the omo be call the onim. Let me put that way. The person
so he gave list of 10. Say we
mo free say omo de performance no for no. Yes, on the
omo yes. Na 18 bi mra.
And a list of that. If I now we have 17, but who the 18 about?
18.
Because I'm found, you know. A list of 18 players. Per se, them 18 say. So when you Zakita Fasiasia alternative.
No, but that's not the way it was presented.
So be there. That's
no,
how.
I'm telling you what was presented.
Me first, I one said that was what the coach explained to them.
Please, this he gave them a list of 18 players. 18 players, no. Or Zakito are not in the position share anymore. One kase, one Zakito Fasiasia.
That is the information that you have.
No information. This is the list. And kase information that I have. It's different.
Okay, maybe
information that I have.
Information say.
Siasi.
Oh, so I can't do it.
Siasi. Me can't say why you sober kakra ne beboa.
I am sober.
This is a list that was presented. And this is how the list was presented. And as a kid who can say 18 because who better can go to players 18. Who can say me pay na me pay. But the way the list was presented, no, and come sa.
Okay.
But me no me ni bit ma koye I draw conclusion say me throw Baba is a defensive midfielder. Na me say throw Harry defensive midfielder. Ebia me pa kire say omo me enu de ombenya ni bia me pe. Then me go what I say. But it was not presented like it, we can draw conclusions.
The information na me wo. So me believe when say all these things coach explain each other.
Provide listening to.
Me say all these names are
provide listening to.
Me challenge you listen.
So was I know so I'm giving you me mount. But the all kind
me
mount. Who are mama? Tin am to what?
Mama chechemo at the board meeting no. I was Zoom no.
Me can't say me board
meeting. So me father side no bra.
Me can't say me board meeting. As me can go board meeting. Was say okay. Pleasant crime say I am 19. Back one family. I'm back one count. Okay, I say Osman should be recalled from Kimfesa. He makes it 19.
Automatically on the over.
Oh, when
he's coming.
Maybe okay, so on Pena, they could sell him. Think that's automatically over.
No, so I got player.
No, I'm saying that.
No,
he could have said now some more order than crown coach with my bingo. And he had the whole. Okay, and he encasso automatic. And the recall of Osman makes it 19.
Mati. Now, the information that I also have when they say the coach had presented that list to the management with the view say so why we are obetimi anya we at various positions. And I remember I know kasa wa ha na ye ka Morrison asem, and you said something say kotoko I'm working on say I'm working with timelines. So where we are maybe one another alternative from the barber show. So can say no. So on that view, on that and my coach presented that players in the Makotoko. The coach never says Okotokoto 18 new players team for.
Oh, see. What's our question?
And I make because that's me. I believe in that.
I show you the list and how it was presented. For instance, my example. I have the 10 players who were asked to leave or recommended someone. The way it's done, they say, play anything. That's you. Then position of the player, performance grade, remark. Tibia obo ni player bearding for now. We cross as approve Kumi na mama Marco Faba.
You know why you approve?
Ebia Andy Kumi example. There be Andy Kumi does go to call. Samuel Mensah. Ebia was a position. Samuel Kwabo na boy. Offensive midfielder. Performance grade poor. Remarks unsatisfactory. Reasons are once you are dealing with Obi Okra PhD in sports psychology and sports name and on church name akeko. I bet na conclude results we are with you. Obodin there are 10 players here listed. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. They be away forward. Where you say we
that makes it comprehensive.
Very. Yes. No, I'm a grade. Into a grader. Performance grader. No, I'm a remark. What I say? And these are the reasons why this thing should go. Now I need this 19. We no wolo no mumfanumra. We mungofano hamra. We mungofanumra. We mungofanumra. So this is what he did. He did that so well presented. It's not about for no refer. Some mungofam reporting in I but I'm point that you so asem in a meeting. You answer it. And you say one can say, don't forget that 10 took us a 19 now. You are talking about a difference of 9.
A difference of 9, no. Just say Lamte situation. Modasiru Eko.
Why are you adding your opinion?
So you are giving us
no. We are talking about what the coach said. Time Ocho report to me, but Ocho report to you. Na Lamte koi. Ocho report to na Modasiru way. Ocho report to na Gamma way. So I'm saying that.
So it means maybe a coach no actors as you say.
No, you better stage that be your coach I want to test you. You better stage be add the opinions. But for the now time being, we are doing a presentation of what was shown or done. But what I say, answer you drew one. Yet Miminka said you're presenting any year and you have not come to that conclusion. Timen Jampus has to be an 90, Miminka's an 19 also. It depends on the circumstance. And not 10 also. It depends. I know the enfant. Send your Europe, you'll be to me my place a bed 10 and yet it happens everywhere. No, I can't say, and then go for Ujai 10 hag by your bed. They're no kicking. You are fabric, I'm a hobbit bed 10. That's not where I'm saying, but maybe say you who say this is what transpired. And no, Sebi, Yen Yanmo Muti and Opeso Muti. Dibo Brem.
What do you mean?
Ebasaba say we dey na dey Kobasa.
No, for na audience members on
Ogum and now you are moving on. I say
Ogum
no say unye ya faso so e. Me dey put to dem ka so wi. Faso so na yenko.
Me problem kese ne say na for menra issue ba yen. Me nya as an official stamp. And I don't know say if Emmanuel Dasipre interview I got granted ma is a graphic or so. Nene some kind no. Say me fa no nya say official stand no because he's a administration and something operations and administration. So if me put on in a question form no. Say if I can use that one as official stand no because officially
he wanted all the players he requested. He wanted all the 19.
Now one not to touch that on your body now don't come in there.
What is the boldness?
Statement
what is the boldness?
No, what is the boldness? No, hold on. Make it means why is to the back?
Source is talking to him.
He wanted all the 19 players.
But
this is a program, but we are dealing with millions of people. They want information.
Yes.
They want information. So if I'm privileged to have information first class, I'm giving it to their supporters. And I'm saying, say, Obi a message be am dey ban no pay biano. If it's about Ogum or management, these are high place sources are almost boy to understand it.
I get it.
And any boldness. And now we can about Kotoko and now Ogum statement. Yes, I need a statement.
You heard the same too.
So now.
So coach Arizano.
I was here. We see information. Now the board this
Coach Arizano.
Where the coach meets a board. This was a board meeting, and the coach tells them I have resigned. He has not even written them a letter. And you know, unless a board secretary, no one so can you see board or not train. And yes, sir, you don't issue statements like that. First, you have to meet the coach, tie all the knots, and then the two of you will come together and sometimes make a joint statement.
So was it?
That Asante Kotoko has parted ways with Prosper Ogum. This, that.
So
the academy, the media can go ahead and speculate, and rely on their sources, and then give a TIA program. Other stations are doing this. Will be a candidate. The listeners are interested in who is giving them factual statements. So, but what I say, it is not time for anybody to issue.
So, per the question, say, if the director of administration and can details say,
meaning that's all administration. Details
is it? Oh, on graphic also. My
graphic.
I have it.
Me, I'm not relying.
I have body ding.
Me source.
Yeah. But on quite a players now.
So you can refer. You can refer to graphic. Any obi a wo kan wase wait me the graphic there no aka wasem mizakomia but what you say but me there me wa me kan graphic asem your pass me na makofa ba you can quote from graphic but my because
Emmanuel Dasibere or administrative and operations no seem to offer us
offer graphic some us
also graphic again can because can be
no me can be.
So to say the
it is for my listeners. This is a show.
And this is a show that
time and understand. For graphic source, I'm saying that here is not graphic. But what is on my phone, I am part of this show. And I'm telling you what I have and not what graphic has. And just come and tell us, say, Massimo, a free graphic. No problem with that. No. You were creating an impression, say, Wakache yen. And I'm saying, and yen or catch a graphic. But maybe tell them so because I'm part of this show. Kaben I say, Imaka sem chewa. I have no problem. But also Wakache graphic, and you refer to yen. Graphic is a media house. Or is a media house. And you may say, Okasem check graphic on country yen. Easy, very simple.
Because
he told graphic
and a graphic publisher and a Ghana for kind.
So he told graphic
to that.
So your source source is graphic period.
Source your graphic.
But
the cock can be no the all can and American so coach no or no 17 or 18 players then including 4 central defenders. And Amibusa said Sekotoko no make my friend no say Kotoko mouthpiece. Kotoko official statement no na. Because this is a man who is highly ranked Kotoko management mu and other Kasan way. And make my friend no say no Kotoko official statement because Kotoko as a team no machaki Kotoko all the avenues of my information and my management and Kasai board and Kasai except that management that administrative in Akokasa. And all Kasan same way na. So that's why me busa to busa question say make me after no. Since
the already I take that one and let's go ahead.
Then say if Sadia
whatever is good for
then,
you.
Then I think it's bad.
And you understand of the media, you can go ahead.
Then I think it's bad. It's over to that tangent. Like it can some over here for central defenders. For central defenders. Me want to talk central defenders. So and on the HM say coach need a list of 18 players or 20 players or whatever players or yeah na. And on just go for me na samra. On go for some players ni na. Was the coach knew say he said 30 players last season. Of 30 players no. And on no free 10 players and transfer. And ebi so ye beton bi. And say ebi ko there. Let's look at how ebi ma fixes are, you know. And that's exactly what the coach has done.
You hang on.
TV be able code.
Yes.
Yes. It will make you watching. Yeah, more makwaba so. Ze eno asem kesi Ghana. Coach Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun. Edikoto Asante Kotoko technical committee of the board say ontimi Antoine Adwuma as head coach the Asante Kotoko. Let's establish this. Kotoko mpamo Prosper. Prosper no so anya adwuma biem. Asante Kotoko mpamo Prosper. Prosper no so anya adwuma biem. Because ofu se bi anyoma ekoso Kotoko no ontimi nya adwuma wo. Nti Kotoko as a club at no point eno makasa mo pamo Prosper. And at no point and issues being raised around Kotoko management and our board agina so say the same way one frey ye nene wo problem ye nene wo say nti ye nene nya adwuma biem. Every single institution bizutu e wa asase so we nipa na oti asase so na wontimi deal with problem a ese wa kutu amna na atofu adaka na wo hyem na wo yesiu. So we nipa dasani na oti asase so na wo so wontimi deal with problem a nyame de ye ba asase so bizutu problem ye part of us. Nti se wo betimi deal with problems a eche se wo betimi atena asase so ba se we nipa na wontimi deal with problems a ukotofu na adaka na do ho ahyem no apobi no akotu amana na ye de wahyem ni akata so. Then you move to a different world. Let's asase so you ready so betimi atena. Nti all things moving run and I say yentu aneka and I wan and I say when you sure say no at the meeting when Prosper communicated to the technical committee and some of the management members on the Zoom meeting, you know, or catch your mose Kotoko ntuaneka Kotoko management members are manaye on management will problem management no problem and nti onye Kotoko adwuma biem. None of these issues and a coach ni raise here. What led to the coach saying he said resign was players I was submitting here in his technical report and no more so do more to transfer. And at the technical committee members started some more questions. And the reason why the technical committee was established is to 2 years annual way because you can say board technical committee they deal with technical issues of the club. It is a baby koso na mo fu say omo no wonya adwena is to they call you omo frew na wa be kirechire omumu e bi kwa na de omo dwene no na nya sa netie eti wo kɔ na wo kirechire omumu na wa asɛm ne to asomu a no mabo abaso o wa ya de wa asɛm na ye te ne first na ye fu say asɛm ne kwa na ba to be kirechire mu na yate ase. This was the platform Enra Omodema the management and then the head coach of the club Dr. Prosper Nate Ogun say omna no mecheche ni decisions bi mu to omo the technical committee. It is a man nam change na no bizoto it was not discussed there and nobody raised it. Obia ni wo meeting na se okɔ say Prosper yedoka Prosper management am waye Prosper management will problem. A report at the end of the season. Reporter when it comes to technical issues because Kotoko board no subcommittees be. It's a technical committee will not deal with financial issues. When it comes to development and business planning, the technical committee cannot deal with it. When it comes to decisions of technical, a technical committee in the Juma. And Mizoto say from now now we could defend the technical issues. Now we say based on how it is going. Nobody can force you.
Yeah.
As simple as ABCD. Enra Prosper meeting. Obi amfa tu ensi ne kon. Obi amfa sekan ensi ne kon. It was not face to face yet when you meeting. It was a Zoom meeting. I will be our the chance to convince each other. Say no mu ye meeting and Nana Acheampong so resign. Okay. The chairman of the technical committee Mr. Boatin Jemfi no say the mo ye no kra no me kra ma resign of free board no so ade ba kwa ye establishing wa han say Mr. The last time Dr. Prosper Ogum ebe ye interview wa no o kan yo maybe ma manage ho papa to the extent of saying say kotoko eyesom based on our tradition Mr. baby e tie any baby asante kotoko free. The moment who accept so be adwuma de ama asante kotoko at any role position bia be wadwo so be adwuma ama kotoko bia no ye tua wo ka o ye ntua wo ka o eyesom because the owner of the club is a king. Nti ye fa ne say eyesom and Prosper kan wa ha but say wo fu say duru baby na wontimi ntoa so bi e che say wontimi nsum biem wontimi ensum biem. The club will move near Jawo. Kotoko has no sack Prosper.
Right.
Yeah, establishes okay. Way. Nowhere. And I'm to Asante Kotoko as a football club. Say, Yapamo, coach Dr. Prosperity. All other issues raised are minor issues.
So, young Jibo, after that, what next? They say, are there efforts say omo bekama wasabe yejumana?
Oh, me from what I know, and they say. One, based on the stance of the coach yesterday, he's not ready to do Kotoko Jumani Beam. Based on coach next stance,
okay, our meeting was have resigned.
Oh yes, if you had a crowd, let a brom.
Ochna,
if you had or don't let a brom. Then some of the board members came in, Untimi Kasa, but he insisted on it. We insist here, say he is resigning and on to Adwumani Subim. Because Mr. Otuo, my memo scenarios be was in Nafa Shade. Okay. Coach Prosperity Ogum. The first job it was as based on the no church him say ni sukua na wo kira de wo ho no time obeje kotoko adwuma no or the school de ne to nchen and obeje kotoko adwuma no. It's the first job I was asisu based on one explanation de amaye e kotoko adwuma. At no point Mr. Otuo at no point and a coach ni betimi choose the local Black Stars job over kotoko adwuma. At no point NC because Black Stars adwuma no yen I don't know, but if our contract with the GFA and they say atwa ne ka wo ho and osaye kotoko adwuma there, then sorry to say kotoko pick the wrong person because as I'm American team here me say because on say my raise issues were say Mzoto mentia say da say how come say the head coach of Kotoko assistant coach of local Black Stars did they attempt to Asante Kotoko as a football club? How come say the head coach of Accra Zofo assistant coach under 20? How come say the assistant coach a head coach of Accra Zofo no assistant?
Comment Kofi
Adjoin me banwa we do a taxi driver na msefato oyerepa
nezenen na ho na afred da ho
oh na da ho akwa ekra de assembly aso me kai sense o samusa
ma say e na ye dey
na matie na
I
say it's an insult to Kotoko. Say obe consider all the pros and cons and sana wa adwuma no and na onim ebia bibia na okope wo to add up to ebia ne CV kra no so it's not about
OTA
it's not
Ateta obetina ko spin assistant coach national team assistant coach
say ejina de okwa assistant Ateta so okwa
Asna mu coach Ateta is spin national team assistant coach dey na beka. Will you support it?
I carry. Say
maybe your assistant Magative. The head coach is negative. Now assistant coach the assistant.
I say what we
I think that's another topic for
no me topic I made this may find as a full topic to discuss. But what I'm trying to say is say based on the minimum the first job of coach Prosper Nate Ogum based on the attendance and the first job is Asante Kotoko. At no point and obetimi choose the Black Stars job over Asante Kotoko. It is a board of fraud. See a new year meeting. You don't give excuse. Say me kwaye Black Stars adwuma ba. Bizo to ti asem ni yo. Say board of fraud say ye pesi ehia. Ebi a Monday ye pesi ehia na ye new year meeting. Wo say o ko Black Stars match aba.
Sabjam biso o kan sem bia chona so no anka.
Okay, meeting.
We dey sami dey ebeko. Okay. Black president. Dia say na so o ka che striker no.
Me say me striker say mo kan no. Hello striker.
Yeah, Otuo.
FC Tiru Swarovski.
Striker say mo kan no. Santama.
Yetio ya tonka.
Me say striker say mo kan no. Na me dey tuno so me da na sipa. Yeah. As a Kotoko coach. Na Kotoko coach okoye enya blaster crowd. Enya blaster crowd. Local blaster. Mo kind of blaster coach crowd. Blaster local blaster assistant coach.
Da one can and then out.
No koye Enye normal sa.
Okay.
Enti na me kwa menjase.
Okay. Black president that's actually ye be ba ho na ya be. Dibo ndi matter to.
If you to then me dey establish me ni say dey ntia go fa.
Black on senior so nya adwene.
Dey ma me ko fa asase me be shame ni say. Say yem fa ne say upon the see nyina na some of the members on the technical committee. Our board members say ye pesi ehia wo. Me ko Black Stars match aba me wi an ma be hia mo. No way. If
also mine no.
Mizoto ojina ketua we.
Kotoko.
Ojina ketua Kotoko.
Alright.
All that I'm trying to say is say as some person me Kenya na say Kotoko as a football club at no point say
is that look at Obeba back on.
O de me wie no ebetimi ahwe me wie no ebetimi aba ho Mizoto eti dem pese me chene say wo kra technical report now the court technical committee anim na ye question wo reporter boni enim ba wo na ye question report no say wo fu said ye koso wani nyi ho a wo so wo kwan say otimi resign eti de esi enu ane kire say prospect say meeting na course we nra
my musa we before you continue so say coach Prosper Ogumka say ni players na odi ato management anim so mo recruit no so mo nyina ma on start pre-season what
Matepen
na sanity did he say that and cross check
Matepen
kopim say all the players he requested
Matepen
so mo nyina
and it was a bibia would demand from the management say ohia all his players ohia the players nyina before he will start the pre-season. Emma de minim say even at a certain point Mizoto the management ne catch and say one enya possible so benya all the players amano by the end of the transfer window there now the target of the club no o ma reach ni nyina then de minim say coach ne say there be now ko top clubs e Europa sa no mo ye then management says no it's not true top clubs e was asase su nyina Mizoto top clubs e was asase su nyina ebu okro mo say who players on the deadline because clubs are no more strategic when it comes to transfer window ebi aka 2 weeks to end the European transfer window and they will play ho there are players at certain clubs am so too club ne kura no mo person be use wo mo ba uko say you betin about 30 million club ne simi ntwa 30 million yes only 30 million ni bi o but onimpe fe say sa player we club ni hia no but club no super so mo de hwe etrim then what do I do mama ntwen to the last stage do last stage na club na player na ye ne dia no because he want to ship the player out so he play on the free team now after back to club na no pan terms it's a transfer window there Zoto no club on this earth club will be any what asase we so a Zoto or they all pre-season or the players say players am dey kwakobo the whole season no or my ready me do omu nyina kwako start preseason. It doesn't happen anywhere. It may masem ya make tie nyina ne say we are say prosper decision to tell the technical committee of the board say on to akotoko adwuma so bi
okay
wan koka no ho say management amama yi
okay
wan koka no ho say
it was a technical discussion
yentu ameka it was on only decisions I will force as a club need take man like to say they now working or the players are to transfer so to them say players will know him
okay
then the technical committee started asking questions
okay
so what them say
I come back to you now unim because of position players 17 or 19 and I want to do this now I will draw a conclusion okay Idris Abdullahi he's a goalkeeper.
Yes.
Frederick Asare.
Yeah.
And I
I'm saying, are we not arming Kotoko's open so like the admission say, I say you are arming other club.
No, it's are there we are not Amubia, but the thing is
that no, but come bois.
Yeah.
And support you have an idea of
but you be arming some other people.
Arming. Okay.
Like
Medjai. The players are here. They listen.
Yeah.
And me, I thought that 10 no more Mbekono, and they are still got to go play.
Yes. I
have jammed it. But one more no up one there. Can they say yeah? But to say,
me pese those issues. Na me come on play. It's never true. Say the players were listed based on positions.
No. Any this anti I'm not coming as a kid to say. No. Me body we actual. Now I see I players ohia any.
O dem so ya de mame. O dem 5 bi mame. Na me fan cast me nchero sia.
Okay.
We exclusive until say no mo kan o we go try.
I'm not judge you.
Ghana for him say no.
Okay. Me pick last 5 year why. Some about 2 that don't even 2 then I go for Yano Maso Abikwe Ibanzo Seusu.
So yes, this are boys here. You get attackers from there.
7 FM.
Attackers on different positions.
No, but it doesn't. The attackers. You are not in you are not in Ivanzo are the same position. And you are not in Ivanzo are the same position. From the wings.
Okay.
You understand? And away Abikwe from the middle. It's you know.
These are players the coach says I need, including those on loan. Yeah. All that. So I want to say, the list were all presented to management. Said the Namo can say, where now we are me. That's what I want to establish.
That one it doesn't establish.
But he gives them a list of players I need.
Yes.
They do how roles in a position say duplicated in this way.
So all the list. I think there will be a discussion.
Yes,
once you give them, there will be a discussion. But what I say, but now the Najibo can say, Sami Nyajuma Bim no. A list way it came from a discussion on technical issues. What I say? But the list was presented because I mentioned few 2, 3, 4 of them because more can say or can say but the list was presented one can say
yo that one it has been established. Okay. And I mentioned say based on this list say about 3 or 5 players on the same position in the say based on who is also common here say because say the same position about 3 or 4 on the list just say okay team by the same time
but he did not indicate on
no that's why as an established but going for the say you can say pay one position na 3 names
hey who don't mention say the attack in the because still they are the recruiting
this is an issue that is going forward. For example, someone like local blasters no me I have obi and kase bia na now any
No, but for instance, say if the coach says that many players will now not start pre-season. This is ya no new. There's a good pre-season if you won't be.
Yes, so I said. Now
because those on the list, they are going for players also.
And what you say? Clearly, time at 72. What some of the rumors moving around say, coach, they say one tier, so motor players be okay. And they let's see. So there are some more cancer club need the coach in the Canadian correct. Let's young Casa no correct. As some count. Okay. Just financially the club is weak. How do the club finance set debts? One of them is selling players. Football players are the biggest asset to any football club on this planet.
But as he says here, on your in support of the
me say linking to rumors namkrum. Me say linking to rumors namkrum.
Okay. So let's also establish one can say be is not opposing to.
I've not said say coach in there can say linking to rumors.
So rumors and I also establish say based on what you also know and I also know. He hasn't opposed on sale of any player.
Oh, Dagito. Oh, Dane Masama making you.
No, say the same thing.
I'm so Dane Masama making. Oh, what's some say prosper say. Then what's some in the bem? Would you make us a prosper say?
Conditional.
Okay,
so tell me it's here funny say. Among for some more can say coach in the say. Oh, players no more time or no more nyadwene. Is it true? Na yen sam funny say. The same issue. I'm so too. Among for can say club need the coach nika. Okay. These two scenarios, you know, and 70 million away, and 70 million away. Young fan say, I said no more can okay. You know, how do the club finance all this debt? As good etoyano, $200,000 to Ismaili. Say champion Ayrton as good the Ghanaian club. I'm not sure champion will take less than 150,000 for Yawano. 150,000 local currency. You say. So what did I say? Say club ain't me trying to coach 3 months. And now 6 months, and now 1 year. Say the amount for Sikana. You expect that club to go to Ashgood and buy a player for $150,000. And then a club Nanyaska. How to raise money? A quantity be a club need to be resist. To sell players. So what did I say? And then Zoto. Menya sure say if you run as Santiago Toko, you will ever be against the decision to sell with Mbella. If the value of Mbella any Sikaya Bani is gooder. Because the club needs money. So what did I say? It's all that I'm trying to say. They say the best me change na say Mizoto. Based on Enra, their course so our meeting national. 1, the mimi who say Prosper is not ready to work. 2, he didn't respect the board. Mizoto tell them mekano. 1, Prosper nya na adwo so be yadwuma okotoko biem. 2, one respect the board no. So what did I say? One respect the board no, because you don't sit in front of them. Say even if who will be here, on say Mizoto and penny forward sembia no moka. Yes, yen sem nyina na yeka. Sometimes you might be at a tight corner. By situation now find yourself in no. Assembly ke wo musa obeka ho. Ba wo hwe de da wona ade we dem nya abotre kakra. So what did I say? And me sure say Prosper ba akotoko. Ade ba ko ye ya nyina e bo na baso. When he decided to meet certain organs of the club. It is a way bibi ko ekoso na wani nje ho a Mizoto. You have the board to complain to the board. Nazakito Kasazakito say offer board members ni bi momo ba yi. It is a issues wo ha. This same board members Nazakito Kase offer mom ba yi no. He could have called this same board members and complain. So what did I say? It's when Mizoto we are talking about this issue. Adeba kwambese me establishing say Mizoto mi say sisubiem say Kumasi Asante Kotoko as a football club. Asat ene ayete. From what I know, Mizoto de minim no Kotoko Ensake Prosper. Okay. Prosper nate ogum and any opportunity to explain things to the technical committee of the board management. And also
Harinka side.
Before Harry comes.
Manina Harinka side.
I was a Prosper. You see, before the Ebeba. But how to control it is very key. For example,
any friend emotional intelligence.
Yes. Who said, "Oh, you said I say that
Yeah.
my interview. You use that word, or you use several times." Now,
I think it was wrong for him to have done the Zoom meeting with the board because look, one, Uti he was not ready for.
He was not ready. Yeah.
Was ready? That's it.
August.
No, you have to come. Then Mason, no, we need you. Just tell us something. And I'm also told, say, the CEO spoke before him. Whether I'm just thinking aloud.
Yeah.
So the questions that were coming, he might have assumed, say, and some no. What the can't see any day? What was added? What see any day now? So I think these are scenarios, and no nanka was say calm-headedness. Oh, this is what I said. To the extent, say Matisse at some point now, where say we we so I said you are lying. On say we can't see anything. One now here. It looks like the two groups cannot go along at this point. So if you do baby our bar near there, this is more mujayo. I just say Ujoma Najua.
My hope that people. Sir, Papa no sonwa. Brane. And no person force to say, Obano ni jan. Sada na no Obano wanda mo chese o dia che. Enkonda wa ha ye bibi. Na nka cho no say. Ye wie pe e ko wura dem. Hwese de papa gina we. Se abufuo ba no so ma mimia. 2 seconds over to finish it. Until I kicked against on them Sadan.
And a boy.
And a wow, Obano could die.
Oh, different from
Saman quite not bad man in on one and the quarter so Jawarian. And here, Tigus say, we are saying the Shirebo about a betin Titano. Tomako for Shiriban, and no, the two ratable say, hey. Sama nkwanyo sama ban de sama nkwanyo sama enti de one channel nse benfo e bi quick most massa they say yeah what kana they say yeah hwanyin say so na nya no tiri achi ai
Kofi now
what is the reason why Agadas didn't go to the local blasters now what are the full details
there be anything
when the initial collapse came, not on count. Then later on, they called him and Atenga.
Okay.
That was the time Agadas also called Moldova. The technical team of the local blasters reached out to the boy. WhatsApp said, you have been called. I was, oh, yes, but I'm on my way to Moldova. But we are Meba. And so that was where they took coach and he said, when I was so called Moldova, I said, I'm not aware. That was why he told the technical team, I'm not aware to Oko Moldova. Then the boy texted them, said, but I'll be returning on this day. Maybe make me a join you. And they told him, say, fine, let me contact the technical team and get back to you.
Okay.
So, boy, no, ebe do you know? I'm giving you so now the boy returned. No, last game I'm where Moru. Actually, free kick. So they told him, say, he should be available for that game. Coaching the final selection. Anyway, and to be told, say, honor. Liberal or testing because I'm yeah, a woman was a testing
when the call up
and the person told the player, say, he has been instructed to tell him not to come
again. Instructed by who? Head coach, obviously.
The team,
okay.
So it's one. No, because apparently, as I can say, the coach became so angry. Say,
on your way
of
he was embarrassed.
Yes. So he has to step in.
Okay, say
yes.
But I'll carry emotions too far.
Yes.
So I'll deal with the situation.
Based on Zakito Asamoka Bezo say, coach the bufu yenti or prevent Agadas from joining the blasters.
Yes. But
it's prosper bufu and I'm Agada Sakuluka Blasters. That was a established.
No, that is how.
Monday, Prosper will meet the technical committee of the board and do a PowerPoint presentation. Monday, Prosper Nate Ogum Obenfo.
PowerPoint presentation on the
on his technical report. On his technical report. Monday, Echo say Monday.
Then the coach has not resigned.
Monday, Prosper Nate Ogum Obenfo will meet the technical committee of the Kumasi Asante Kotoko board and do a PowerPoint presentation.
I'm gathering say it's not true. Proper was not aware that the players were traveling. He was aware that the players were traveling. And also cross checking. That's what I just started.
Tama, Monday is going to be very interesting. Monday is going to be very, very, very interesting. Oh, Tama, sir, Nebasu and I am also there. But Medica Bekacho say, by now they may sure say the board members has received the communique inviting them for the emergency board meeting. I'm sure by this time they have it. Because after the time
emergency board meeting,
Debbie, may say he will be meeting the technical committee of the board because the board has different committees. One of them he will be meeting, and he will do that requested PowerPoint presentation all right on Monday also. But we are
at whose request?
And they say there's no emergency meeting.
The board emergency meeting they send
say there's going to be an emergency meeting
of the board of the entire board
based on the resignation. Now secretary no cry church. Tina me busa say emergency meeting benya baso. Na ho no okoye presentation and I said
emergency meeting dey come between and watch now. And may come and there some no so na kire we.
Emergency meeting is about the resignation.
Yes.
But so resign cry o me PowerPoint.
Tama.
That is why I was asking, say, I don't know making statement, say, and yeah.
No, but as we sit here today now, Prosper is going to school head coach.
He says he has resigned.
No, legally.
He's there legally.
What
do you resign?
Oh yeah. What do I look like?
When it is captured on record of proceedings.
Yes.
So you told the board of directors.
Minutes.
You told the board of directors that I have resigned.
What
resign? Now my judgment.
The word resign is even challenged. So the word he didn't use resign.
When it's surrounded by
synonym
ambiguities, different. But some catch say mejai wa ampa mejai no muji tu mudia. I'm wondering how another PowerPoint will be done.
Because they know say legally they can't.
You told a subcommittee of the board.
Probably
they may not have even informed the board chairman and the board. What I say, it's also possible say try say
I've read that thing somewhere.
Is it not possible? Technical committee no go board.
Tama anope a board member called him.
Post resignating PowerPoint.
Tama me say anope ameba say me ba ile o me catch a board member placed a call to Prosper this morning. A board member, I'm withholding the name for a good reason. Yes, place the call to him.
But they are calling the positions that management and coach them were taking. If you put them together,
and you know you are agreeing. Oh, say, Tama, you have held this position all the way from Enrao.
Pana yɛ de ne yɛ di nkra symbols ne yɛfrɛ ɔhene no na ne yɛfrɛ ne di nkra no ayɛ gyina so de yɛ di nkra symbols no ɛsɛ ba ko mfɛ ne ginyame
eti edinkra wudi ginyame o ginyame wudi edinkra
asanam kan
all right
eti Tama, these are some of the informations I pick in and around the ekoso ni nyina
I'm for mbambacho
omo keep updating.
Those who are asking us kayemfa listening man. In fact the point is that some players, they still remain targets for
Asante Kotoko, whether the coach is there or not.
Coach is leaving or not.
It
will not be proper. Say we give that list. No intra, and then 10 players. We are fortunate. People not talk from Yenya, but since they are still Kotoko players, it be a prosper new umpa. Maybe a coach for bad on your no pay. So it will not be fine. Until say the DBS yomo, and then a buy and quickly, and asnas and buy say, Master, be careful, be careful. It's our list. It still remains our list. So,
say be a Central Obi also go any investigation when you listen or car.
But you don't say central, maybe they don't say different from what you know. What most say? Oh, say your sources. Me, for instance, I have a source.
But money a one way.
Zakito, Harry. Oh, say. Sa list we are me bekan ebe boa team na emwa eno je me nye journalist no babo hu ayi minia ba obi wo so a on de manya me source obe fire whether say be kunipo se be do on do say join manya me source
about 4 days
ana exactly do manya who say all types of journalists maybe I hear no professor be be di mu wrong
because from maybe
some example say different crime but mu say player check no bokotoko near the new Ejosu police station. Wow, Beya, why are you? The new police station. Now, dear, and I'm here, could you know, auntie? Yeah, and I'm afraid that time, Kotoko player, team manager. Oh, I say my new. Now, me catch him, madam, who say, when you're exclusive way, I don't know, what's a car friend? I don't know, now me visa boy, a branch and also carrier.
Honestly, about
say we didn't call public say a China to me at the end, but I mean
about 4 days ago. Yeah, in car back. Oh, so me kai won baby sosa. Or me didn't come over.
Yeah.
But me fan say e yo no na ka se match. Yes.
Okay.
We also look at some of the players that he recommended to leave
by Friday. Prosper like you saw then resignation.
That was what he told them.
Okay. And you no catch a board no say if you ada Munsabeka. How you say Edwada obekwa ko PowerPoint. Na ye be Jesse Crow dey ko PowerPoint. Whether saw the club for and I say on the
PowerPoint yes Jesse.
Oh, so obekwa in his capacity as a former coach.
And mama nche the obeshe.
Capacity as a former coach.
Mama nche the obeshe.
Or current coach.
And Tama o mo friend no. Na ohye national team apparel.
Camp.
Because now omo move to the stadium.
Camp, yeah.
But because he was going to do the PowerPoint, the Zoom meeting, he changed from the national team apparel into a normal
so that's actually one for
even national team camp
already the same area
and this one and
Puma you know Obia captain no Shekotokwata then national team camp
we are going to coach na na camp na Shekotokwata and as okay o call ni niam na only Kotoko PowerPoint no ni Kotoko
na guy ade ba kwa me believe abrabo me se bibia beku bia no afa adesua wo eduru china ade ba che bia 2 days time 3 days time na me so to yokoba se oh prosper the kind of one original no Kotoko coach bia me sure say one day ono atam because ye hu coaches o ma be coach Kotoko bebere o mo kwa no masaba say what television
Monday I don't know when they am hu zo onyanko
no o say
Monday
me example bi che o say me example bi che o say edin class symbols no ohine na yede symbols no edin class no yo ohine wo buno no yo ohine wo buno ntini din edin class na yefa yede symbols ma ba ko yefa ni ginyame
Dinyame represented there. Come on, na way.
That's it. You go to a man for the kakra. You a man for so asem mo cancer. Those who are really affected by the decision ban sana no. Ko vi ava kakra koto bosom frɛ ho. Why?
Oh my god.
Ya alcohol. O ma bi tafo ma for, o ma bi branch bi o.
When e ben me.
E ben o.
Say me di agroko area out.
At immigration move go on. Hey, I'm the immigration go. Okay.
I let me call passport.
Savings account or so Susu savings, educational loans. Who the Osika faculty ho? Who Osika faculty ho? Who Osika faculty ho? O pe bosia so akoho. Edini abosome frɛ ho. Ebi wo adehyeman nsuayem asiwa mronto. Bodju sango asafo market na old tafo. Frɛ bosome frɛ ho for say was 0548 533050. 0548 533050 and now say 0244 563412 0244 563412 and 0243 500 589. Oh, per cement ato say a concrete block starts plastering. The other cement here be at to Unisem. Grace rates for Nediaba is the cheapest on the market and also ne pa Ghana here near no. NT 0273 664441 and now be free and now says 0273 664442. Santas runabout opposite Goy Oil Fillings Bacho Unity Oil Kotokobo chairman the filling station no opposite and Grace rates for while between no my cement to come 0273 664443 now for Central University Kumasi campus one more free Central University na agidin go Central and Grambo you know
some campus is new too.
I
know I was okay.
Sir. Ngamo mmunga na ekasa no. One banner.
Enya boso.
Na we okay, in the Central one kind. Omo two campuses omo be Kumasi so nim sir.
Yeah.
Omo wo eja CCC enchen wa